and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And here's a man in his 13th year out of Utah, their quarterback, Alex Smith, the former #1 overall pick.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 18 carries, 93 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
The play clock's running down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The first down screen pass, good for 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 15 carries, 57 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, but maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Now it's Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Kansas City first, Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey.
Not a stat we talk about often with tight ends, but Travis Kelsey, he can move it after the catch. 3rd overall in the NFL in yards after catch last season.
Behind 2 running backs, Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson.
Strength and a little bit of niftiness in Travis Kelsey's game.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Perry Riley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, here's Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Taylor to throw on second down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Taylor now to throw on third down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down is Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've come upon halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play here for the Bills. 68 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Here's McCoy, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
A spin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always
and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Perry Riley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going, Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Smith. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hunt, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. Smith with a give to Hunt. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Hunt. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Smith on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down. Smith under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Kyle Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And avoids the contact by sliding. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Zay Jones, the rookie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Back to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw. Able to fight through one tackle. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Taylor to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now it's Taylor. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One last shot for Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding, offense.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that.